I did. I wanted to give Heavenly some words of affirmation.
Sweet tea or Long Island iced tea today? Which one we getting?
I see we're getting malt liquor over here.
Well, they reading. Who they reading?
Hello everyone, it's Alima. Welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. This will be my review of Medical Wives Season 10, Episode 15, the reunion part 1. And you guys, baby, let's get into these looks. How is it that you all let Phaedra Parks put you to shame in the makeup and hair department? You know what I mean? Like, all season we have seen, Phaedra just blow on by like a dry tumbleweed. For her to show up and show out and put you ladies to shame at this reunion, like, Phaedra's makeup looked the best on camera. Like, I wasn't sold on the Instagram pictures, but on camera, baby, because that's where it matters. On camera, oh yeah, Phaedra's makeup ate down. Whoever her makeup artist was, they did that. Quadria, baby, your makeup very much fitting for that casket that you were playing in this past season. Very much fitting for, an obituary. You know what I mean? Very much fitting for post-mortem type of teas. You know what I'm saying? Like, that makeup was giving, like, and then the wig, like, Quad, the yellow dress, the yellow hair, the yellow shirt, too much yellow. Like, you walked up there looking like a tub of margarine. Like, why? Like, the hair should have been black. Like, the hair should have been black, and the makeup should have been a bit warmer. And then fucking Simone, this dress or balloon, like, I haven't seen a balloon dress since like the early 2000s. If you know, you know. Like, balloon dresses were like that a thing, like, for a brief moment in time. But baby, I just wish that we could have maybe deflated this dress, maybe put a pin in it. We're like, Simone, like, and then it was like aging you. Like, I thought we were, giving Vineyard. You were giving like Mother of the Bride type of teas. You were giving like I don't know, Simone. You were just not giving a damn thing. Letitia, your makeup and your hair looked chef's kiss. Like, your makeup also looked very nice. You're right up there with Phaedra. I want to say maybe your makeup, maybe your makeup was eating a little bit more than Phaedra's. But yeah, your makeup was everything. The dress, Tisha, you are so soulful. You know what I mean? Like, I like the color. It wasn't the worst of the bunch, but like, it really aged you. Like, hopefully you got a good look at yourself on the camera this season. But if you come back next season, baby, I need for you to get maybe a younger stylist. You know what I mean? Someone who can, help you to look more in your age range. You know what I mean? Because, like, there's no reason why you stand next to Gregory and instead of giving sugar baby, you give sugar mama. You know what I mean? Sugar mother. You know what I mean? Like, it's not giving sugar baby. You know what I mean? Because, like, baby, the sugar is giving expired. You know what I mean? Like, take it off the shelf. Like, Letitia, like, we just need to put you in a time capsule and, I was about to say bring you back in time, but baby, it looks like you're already in the 99 2000s. We need to bring you back. We need to bring you forward a few, light years, generations, decades, like, because baby, you are lost in space, honey. Who else? Toya. Your makeup wasn't even bad. Like, I just didn't care for it. You know what I mean? Like, it was cute makeup. Like, I just didn't care for it. The dress was very juvenile. Like, it was giving, it was giving, you know, juvenile in a Shirley Temple type of way, but then also giving geriatric in a Depends type of way. You know what I mean? Like, it was giving diaper, adult diaper type of tease. You know what I mean? Like, somebody needed to change you. But then it was also like giving, Knickerbockers, little Bo Peep. Like, where's your shepherd? You know what I mean? Like, where's your herd of sheep? Like, Mary had a little lamb type of tease. I wasn't feeling it. Who else? Dr. Alicia. Dr. Alicia, you looked absolutely beautiful. The only thing I can say about your dress is that I wish that the whole dress, that the whole that all of the illusion mesh on your dress matched your skin tone like it did in the chest area. Like the shade of the illusion mesh that they used right here to match your skin, I wish that it would have went all the way down instead of, that blushy type of tone. But other than that, like, you looked absolutely amazing. You're a pretty woman anyway, so you know what I mean. Like, it can't be hard to look good for you. You know what I mean? Who else? Dr. Heavenly. I will say that I liked your makeup better in the Instagram pictures, but on camera, your makeup doesn't look bad. It just doesn't look as good as I thought it did. Like, sitting next to Phaedra, like, Phaedra was eating you up with her makeup. Like, imagine that. You know what I mean? Um, like, I wanted to say that your dress was the best, but I didn't care for like the flowers that they put on your torso. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, you looked nice. Dr. Jackie, it was giving very much dark and dead and cold, like your soul and your heart. Very heartless, soulless type of tease. You know what I mean? Very much you. So maybe, your dress was fitting. You know what I mean? Yeah. We opened with the ladies arriving to the venue, of course, and Letitia started off her reunion night hazing or pranking Dr. Hefferly. Um, and it's kind of, been there, done that, because, Heavenly already did something similar to Mariah a few previous seasons, you know what I'm saying? So maybe, Letitia, you could be a bit more original, you know what I mean? Like, I love the fact that you give Heavenly a run for her money, but sometimes it's tending to fall a bit flat. But I will say, you got Dr. Heavenly together when Dr. Heavenly said, "Is it sweet tea today or Long Island iced tea?" And then Letitia was like, "I don't know, but it's giving malt liquor over there." And all I could do was cackle. Bitch, it's because Heavenly does give a malt liquor type of tease, a very much, 40-ounce type of tease. You know what I mean? Letitia for president. Letitia needs to come back if she's gonna keep, digging in Heavenly's ass this way, because somebody had to do it, you know what I mean? And Letitia is unhinged at times, but I'm willing to, overlook that, given the fact that she continues to dig her foot into Heavenly's ass. I have to say that I wish I could say I was surprised at how they handled Dr. Jackie, but like the way they handled her is, the way that they handled this situation was so disappointing and also ironic because, the common theme for the season or the past couple season has been, taking Black women and their pain seriously. But the way y'all were willing to, downplay and overlook, sweep under the rug the way that Black women felt about Jackie's statements is the same way that, Black women's complaints get swept under the rug in the doctor's office. You know what I mean? Because y'all feel like Jackie's ego and reputation is more important than the impact of the statement that she made will continue to have a negative impact on, the perception of Black women when it comes to seeking medical help. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't like how they keep reiterating the fact that, well, Dr. Jackie, she's a doctor and it takes years and years of education, to accomplish or acquire this title. So we shouldn't be so quick. Excuse me, but the fact that she's a medical doctor with people's lives literally in the palm of her hands is all the more reason why we should, have our foots up against her neck. You know what I mean? Because especially the fact that she's a Black doctor, and then on top of that, a Black woman doctor. Like, argue with your mother, okay? Like, this situation, the statements that Jackie made are inexcusable. And I wrote something down in my notes because, like, y'all cannot be serious. Like, y'all are medical doctors, and the way y'all are handling this is like really giving off the idea, sending off the message that doctors are like, above reproach, that doctors, everyone else should get their feet held to the fire, but if you're a doctor, we should let you slide. I'm sorry, but the operation room is the last place we should be letting anyone slide. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not joking, bitch.
I am not, like, the operation room, my doctor's office is the one place that I am not willing to gamble, not willing to accept mediocrity, not willing to accept, taking the chance of somebody believing me or not. I'm just not, like, there shouldn't be any chances taken in the fucking medical world. Just as seriously as you all take your profession and your titles, that's the same level of seriousness y'all should handle yourselves when speaking on these types of things publicly. You know what I mean? And I understand, nice try, Phaedra, trying to, be Jackie's knight in shiny armor.
I'm not your knight in shiny armor.
But the situation, the scenario, the example that you gave, incomparable to this situation here. You know what I mean? You can't compare a situation of potential slander to a medical doctor making a statement that, reiterates and doubles down on a negative stereotype on Black women in, doctors' offices already. Like, I'm probably talking in circles, but I don't think there's any way I could make it click enough. You know what I mean? Because you all are still missing the point. And I'm just so disgusted. Like, okay, let me I wrote in my notes, not only were Dr. Jackie's statements a contradiction to the Black birth or Black maternal mortality rate, but the way they dismiss every Black woman's pain in order to aid to Jackie's ego and reputation is a blatant example of the very thing these doctors claim to stand for as far as Black women and believing their pain. Furthermore, if we're holding Jackie to a certain standard or placing her on a pedestal, isn't that all the more reason why she should always adhere to said standards and not be excused because of her title? If anyone is going to be held to any high standards, it should surely be our doctors. Yes, people are allowed to make mistakes, but when you are in positions as vital as these, it's important that we ensure trust. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go into the doctor's office feeling anxious. You know what I mean? Um, Jackie was more worried about the backlash erasing all that she has done rather than being more concerned with the current and future harm and impact that her statements directly aided to and justified. Like what Jackie said, like justify all these, ignorant as doctors. And I'm sorry, like all you can have all that education and still be very much ignorant. You know what I mean? Because the word ignorant means to not know. But in this case, I don't even think the word ignorant is fitting because you all know better as medical professionals, do you not? You should. Like, I'm appalled. I'm appalled. I'm appalled. Andy asked Phaedra how she feels about the Medical Wives group in comparison to the Atlanta Wives. And this is like the second or third time Phaedra has mentioned how she likes them better because they encourage marriage and support marriage, and her and Apollo will probably still be together. But baby, no, y'all wouldn't. As long as Apollo was still headed down to the jailhouse, baby, you would have still been headed down to the courthouse to get a divorce. You know what I mean? Because you wanted no parts, I thought that was the whole point of the divorce, not that it wasn't like it was, any type of irreconcilable differences or type of, infidelity as far as we knew. It all had everything to do with his legal troubles and his legal issues, and allegedly you had no idea of. So I'm trying to figure out how it would have made a difference for your marriage if you were on Atlanta Wives or Medical Wives. Like, I'm pretty sure you would have divorced him even quicker if you were on, the Medical Wives at the time that went down, because of, how highfalutin and high reputation, these ladies, regard themselves. You probably would have divorced him quicker to save face. You know what I mean? At least on Atlanta Wives, we are familiar with corruption and scheming and frauding and scamming and plotting. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure that your marriage had a better chance over on Atlanta Wives than Medical Wives. So they start talking about Phaedra and how she wasn't so forthcoming about, her relationship with Quad. And side note, Simone had a hard on for Quad like this whole reunion. Like, the slightest thing Quad said, Simone was like ready to jump in. And I understand that your loyalty lies with Toya, but baby, maybe only speak when it's necessary. You know what I mean? Like, Quad couldn't even, breathe wrong without, Simone opening her mouth to jump down her throat. Like, I don't know. Simone, you were not palatable this season, honey. Like, you left a really bad taste in my mouth. Like, I can appreciate getting in somebody's ass, but let it be warranted. You know what I mean? Like, let the timing be right. You know what I mean? Like, you saw how left it went when Letitia didn't have the best timing, when, she dug into Jackie's behind. So it's not landing, Simone. Like, it's really giving, obsession. It's giving, overkill. So they started talking about Phaedra and her relationship with the truth or lack thereof. And baby, the truth could be a kiss and Phaedra still wouldn't be able to tell it. Phaedra could, book a room at the truth in and the truth still wouldn't be in her. So, like, this conversation is like, a bit, what's the word? Obvious or, I don't know. But, we already know this about Phaedra. Now, I don't believe that Phaedra and Gregory had relations, but I do believe that Phaedra was willing to entertain him under the idea or impression that he had a bit of means. You know what I mean? And once she realized that he was not up to her standards in the financial area, which is kind of funny given the fact that, you met Apollo sleeping on an air mattress and you were pretty much the provider in their relationship. So, I mean, it's kind of ironic that you're sitting here talking about how a man can or can't afford you. But anyways, I digress. It seems as though she would have been willing to entertain Gregory until she caught on to the fact that, his pockets weren't that deep. And then she went on to cut ties. But something tells me, had Gregory been willing to spend, Phaedra would have stuck around. So we get to Toya's package, and then of course we discuss how she acquired her expensive taste and, the way that she treats Eugene. And Simone suggests that she should allow Eugene to plan something and Latoya should just participate without any criticism. And Latoya says how that's unrealistic. I can see both sides, you know what I mean? Like, there's always going to be room for improvement, as far as criticism is concerned. But Latoya, I think it's more so the way in which you choose to do so, especially with someone who's supposed to be your husband and beloved of your life. You know what I mean? Like, if Toya was a man and Eugene was a woman, oh baby, disgusting. And as a woman, Latoya, that's still a disgusting behavior. Like, what's that famous quote? Honesty without compassion is just brutality. Something like that. Baby, you are very much brutal and violent with your choice of words and how you express yourself. Like, I just feel like you could, by all means, be yourself, and we should all deserve to be with somebody who accepts us for us. But at the same time, baby, we shouldn't be with somebody who, doesn't care about the way they talk to us. But at the same time, Eugene, honey, if you like it, I love it. Because you stay defending Latoya and all her delusions. And I'm all here for, holding down your wife. But at your expense as well. Like, and then at the same time, baby, if you love me enough to correct me. So I'm not out here looking like a fool. You know what I mean? So, oh, and then the whole wine and donation situation, like, Toya, that was very tacky. And Heavenly calling her out was tacky as well. But I'm having a hard time trying to, decipher who is tackier of the two. And I think, Toya, you may be the tackiest. You know what I mean? Because you talk about, this expensive taste that you have, but like, you always find a way, an excuse, a rhyme or reason to cut corners. You know what I mean? The last time you cut corners, you ended up in a kerfuffle with Uncle Samuel. So I think it would be in your best interest to, get it together. because like y'all couldn't donate $1,000, and then like I agree with Simone, like everybody don't like damn wine. Like everybody does not want no damn wine, no damn headache in a bottle, headache in a glass. You know what I mean? Like that would have pissed me off too, because and then you try to justify the fact that, you know, even though the company sponsors this wine for you, it's still, you know, some way or another came out of your pocket. Bullshit. You know what I mean, Toya? Like, you got that wine for free. You saw it as an opportunity to kill two birds with one stone. And, you know, it was tacky and unfair. And I would have sent you a bill. And then Eugene, like again, I'm all here for you standing up for your wife, but the conversations that y'all had prior to this event when she was expressing her unwillingness to pay and you were like supporting her, that was your time, space, and opportunity to correct her in private beforehand. You know what I mean? Like that goes back to what I was saying. Love me enough to correct me, but baby, no. And you see, that makes me feel even less sorry for you in the way Toya treats you, because you're encouraging this behavior, so you can't be too upset when it comes back to bite you. So, you know what? I don't feel sorry for you, Eugene. Child, here we go with the whole Dr. Jackie package, and baby, I cannot be bothered to speak about this again. Dr. Jackie and the rest of his cast, it was completely asinine.
Illiterate!
The way you all sat up there and acted as if you would have thought somebody got up on the stage on the mic and told Dr. Jackie, you understand, you're infertile.
And Buffy, you can relate. You're infertile.
You know what I mean? Like, y'all were acting as if somebody came and killed Jackie's dog. Andy, I had a dog that I did not want. Baby, the dog is Curtis, honey. Baby, Jackie don't want Curtis, and Curtis don't want her. Anyways, I digress. That's not even what we're talking about right now. It was just, and then the way y'all tried to make Quad the scapegoat for not reaching out to Jackie because Jackie said some ignorant. Like, how did Quad become the villain in this situation? And baby, we know I'm not a Quad fan, so something's definitely amiss there. You know what I mean? Like, it was just very disgusting, and I don't care to talk about it any longer. Moving on. So we get to the whole Quad and, you know, her position and her standing in the group, and, you know, she offers an apology to LaToya. And I will say that this is the best apology that Quad has given, but I couldn't help but notice that she still cannot find it in her to, you know, apologize without reminding the other person that they hurt her too. You know what I mean? Like, if we go through life only giving apologies, expecting one back, like, baby, life doesn't work like that. Like, you can't always give an apology expecting like somebody to apologize back to you. That's why you should only apologize if you mean it. You know what I mean? Because the apology is nothing if you're gonna sit there and remind me of what I did to you. Granted, if I did something to you, I should be, you know, taking accountability and apologizing as well. But baby, right now we're focused on you and your transgression. But then Toya, like, you barely have, you know, a leg to stand on your damn self, because how are you still so mad with Quad but willing to, you know, carpool with Anila? Oh, and then Jackie takes it upon herself to give to give Quad an example of an apology that would suffice for the group. And I think that's very rich of you, Jackie, considering the fact that you don't know how to apologize and take accountability in your damn self. You know what I mean? Like, considering, you know, the piss poor attempts at an apology that you caught yourself taking, Miss Ma'am. Like, are we being for real right now? Oh, 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 oh. And then we're sitting here having a conversation about how everyone in the group thought that Quad had something to do with Jackie's statements resurfacing. Hello. It was on Heavenly's YouTube channel. So how could Quad have anything to do with that? All the people had to do was go back and look at, you know, Heavenly's channel. And then not only that, but why are we taking the responsibility from Jackie? Like, the statements could have never resurfaced had Jackie not said them. I'm so confused, like how we completely took the blame off of Jackie and how we made it Quad's fault that Jackie sat up there and said that ignorant. You know what I mean? Like, I am not understanding. Like, you all have doctorate degrees. Like, right now y'all are behaving as if y'all don't even have GEDs and common sense, critical thinking. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to need for you all to enlist in a course, a critical thinking one, because like, oh, and also an accountability course, you know, an honesty course. You know what I mean? An apology course. I need to re-enroll and continue to seek further education. You know what I mean? Because it's giving very much left behind, held back. You know what I mean? So I can't even. And I don't like how, you know, Quad was signaling and asking for Simone, and, you know, not to mention what took place at her home and the passing of that child. I just feel like Simone could have found a different way to reference that situation without, you know, being so blatant about it. You know what I mean? Because Quad was clearly, you know, begging for you not to go there. And for the sake of making a point, you went there anyways. Disgusting. So then we wrap up, you know, with Quad, you know, unnecessarily pleading her case to Dr. Jackie. Like, again, like, this right here is clear cut evidence of why and how we got to this place with Jackie's ego. Like, look at the way everyone, you know, like, coddled her and like completely, like, you know, dismissed her responsibility. Like, I just cannot. Like, I don't have any respect for these ladies anymore. Dr. Mias, you know what I mean? Like, I do not care, because what the hell? Like, I will see you guys next time. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and, you know, come back to my channel. See you guys next time. Bye. Thanks for watching.